Welcome back to Campfire Whispers, your daily fix of horror stories, unsolved mysteries, and straight-up unbelievable content. My name is Eki, and today I'm sharing a story called She Vanished. Mia had never been the kind of person to settle down. Growing up in a string of foster homes across 3 states, she had learned early how to be invisible, how to float just under the radar, keep her head down, and not ask too many questions. It wasn't that she didn't want connection. She just didn't trust it. People left. People vanished. Her mother had vanished when she was 5 years old, walking out of their tiny trailer in upstate Michigan one cold October morning and never coming back. No note, no struggle, just gone. Her caseworker told her that kind of thing happens sometimes. People reach their breaking point. But Mia never forgot the look on her mother's face the night before. Haunted, distant, like she was already gone. She spent her teen years drifting from house to house, never unpacking fully, never getting too close. At 28, she found herself craving stillness, the kind of quiet that didn't come with expectation. After bouncing around for years and surviving a toxic relationship that left her feeling like a ghost in her own life, she saw a listing for the Harrington complex and felt, strangely, drawn to it. The photos were outdated, the rent suspiciously cheap, but something in her gut whispered, go. She listened. Mia moved into the Harrington complex on a gray Tuesday afternoon in November. The building, nestled in a forgotten pocket of the city, had seen better days. Its red brick facade was cracked with ivy veins, and the air inside was thick with the scent of dust, old paint, and something faintly metallic, like rain on rust. Still, it was quiet. It was hers, and for a girl trying to start over, quiet was enough. Her unit, 3C, sat just across from the mysterious 3B, a door that always seemed a little colder than the others. Its number faded as if time had tried to erase it. The leasing agent had mentioned a former tenant, a woman who kept to herself, but nothing more. Mia didn't ask. She liked solitude, needed it even. The first time she saw the woman, it was 2:17 a.m. Mia had woken with dry mouth and a lingering unease, the remnants of a bad dream already fading. She shuffled to the kitchen, past the front door, and instinctively peeked through the peephole. That's when she saw her, the woman across the hall. Tall, slender, barefoot, hair hanging wet across her shoulders like seaweed clinging to rock. She moved silently, not even the old wooden floor creaked beneath her. She didn't look up, didn't hesitate, just drifted down the hallway into the flickering shadows. The next night, it happened again. 2:17 a.m. The woman emerged. Same soaked hair, same emotionless face, same strange stillness. Mia began waking naturally at the same time every night, as if her body had been tuned to that moment. She watched through the peephole like clockwork, mesmerized. The woman never skipped a night. Mia tried to tell herself it was nothing, an odd tenant, maybe a sleepwalker. But each night, her unease grew. The hallway seemed darker than it should be, the shadows longer, heavier. There was never any sound, not even the buzz of the overhead light. Then, one night, curiosity got the better of her. Mia cracked the door open slightly, enough to feel the hallway's icy air sweep into her home. It wasn't just cold, it felt dead. The kind of cold that made your breath stick in your throat. She watched as the woman stepped out again. This time, the woman paused, turned, tilted her head ever so slightly toward Mia's door, as though hearing a sound no one else could hear. Mia's skin crawled. She slammed the door shut and didn't sleep the rest of the night. In the morning, she stood in front of 3B, listening. Nothing. No creaking floors, no soft movement behind the walls. Just silence. But the air smelled faintly of wet earth, like a cellar after heavy rain. She reached out and touched the door, freezing cold. Later, in the laundry room, she cornered the super. That woman in 3B, she asked. When did she move in? The man frowned. Nobody's in 3B. Hasn't been for almost a year. No, that's not right. I've seen her. He looked at her like she'd said something dangerous. Well, maybe you saw a visitor. But that unit's sealed. Had water damage last winter. Mold. No one's touched it. That night, Mia didn't sleep. She set up her phone camera through the peephole and waited. At 2:17 a.m., the door to 3B opened, but the hallway was empty. And then, from behind her, came a slow, raspy inhale. She spun around. Nothing, but the room felt wrong. Warped, like the walls were breathing. She grabbed the phone, heart pounding, and realized the recording had stopped. Her battery was full. The app hadn't crashed. It had simply ended. The next morning, she found faint footprints on her kitchen floor. Bare, damp, leading from the front door to her bedroom. Things escalated. Her lights flickered every night at 2:17. Water dripped from her ceiling, though no leak could be found. She found her shoes neatly placed by the door each morning, though she hadn't moved them. The radio turned on by itself, always static, always faint whispers buried beneath. Then she began seeing things in mirrors. Not movement, not faces, just delays. Her reflection would blink after she did. It smiled once when she didn't. The worst came on a stormy Thursday. Mia awoke on the floor, cold and soaked, with no memory of how she got there. Her window was open, rain pouring in. On her nightstand was a single white lily, its petals covered in ash. She tried to leave, packed a bag, ran to the door. But when she opened it, the hallway was endless. No stairs, no elevator, just a corridor that stretched on into fog. When she stepped back inside, the door slammed shut behind her. Locked itself. She didn't leave again. Days blurred. She stopped eating. Her skin lost its color. The TV only played static. Her calls dropped before they connected. And every night, 2:17 a.m. came like gravity. Inescapable. Oppressive. The final night, Mia stood by the door, barefoot, soaked, as if she had just stepped out of a storm. She turned the knob and vanished. No screams, no struggle, just the faint sound of dripping water and then silence. When the landlord entered weeks later, the apartment was spotless. No furniture, no phone, no sign of Mia, except for a single damp footprint in the center of the room and a photo slipped under the door to 3B. The photo showed Mia standing in the hallway, smiling, but her eyes weren't hers. If you enjoyed this story, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Join me next time for more unbelievable tales on Campfire Whispers.